Hi everyone, we are Akhil and Maya, and today we are so excited to take you on a journey to explore three of England's most iconic historical landmarks: the Dover Castle, the White Cliff of Dover, and the Canterbury Cathedral. So join us as we dive deep into the history and stunning landscape these sites have to offer. Throughout our journey, there was this extremely less passengers, which was extremely surprising for us, to be honest. And this could probably be because we have started a bit early. Our adventure began at London Bridge, where our bus picked us up right on time at 9 a.m. The tour included everything we needed: the entry ticket, the round-trip transportation in an extremely comfortable air-conditioned bus, and a guided tour by our guide Kathleen.
Make your way back by then. It does look like it's going to be extremely busy today because there are many cars parked in this spot that there are normally no cars parked in this.
Who gave us an extremely warm welcome along with explaining the significance of each place we are visiting today. After a scenic 2 hours drive from London, we arrived at our first destination, the majestic Dover Castle. From the coach parking area, we walked around 3 to 4 minutes roughly, which was a steep road to enter the castle. The castle is located at a very high elevation, which gives an extremely beautiful view of the city. We started our visit by exploring one of the tunnels. We went through the tunnel serving the hospital as we wanted to explore other places within the castle. The tunnel that leads to the command center for the Operation Dynamo takes roughly around 45 minutes to explore if you opt for a full tour. Both tunnels require you to queue and you are sent inside in batches. Unfortunately, photography and videography are strictly prohibited, so you really have to visit to experience the atmosphere for yourself. For us, walking through the narrow passageway, we heard these animated echoes of doctors, nurses and soldiers' voice through the loudspeaker and felt the tension of those critical moments in the history. And it roughly took us a good 20 minutes. All the props and equipments are well maintained, which dated back to 1940s. Emerging from the tunnel, we climbed the circular steps leading to the World War I fire command post and the post-war signal station. Standing on the rooftop, to be honest, was quite an experience. It was too windy, but the view were worth it. Post this, we went through the officers' new barrack, which was not open for public, to reach the Great Tower.
So that's the tower, and it has about 100 to 200 steps. We are gonna go now.
The interior of the castle was mostly destroyed long back, yet English Heritage has done a tremendous job to restore the furnitures, weapons, armors and interiors, whatnot, making it look like the medieval times. The circular Victorian steps could actually make you dizzy, and be cautious while climbing and coming down the steps. Once you reach the top of the tower, the views are extremely, absolutely stunning. And to be honest, this was one of our favorite, cherished part of the castle. Another interesting area was the kitchen, which was nicely presented and felt like a step back into the medieval times.
ഇത് മറ്റേ വൈൻ ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന സാധനമാണ്. ലൈക്ക് ചക്കി. Yeah. And then we come out.
The week we went was a medieval themed week at the castle. Just as we were finishing our tour of the castle, the weather actually decided to remind us that we were in Britain. A sudden rain shower swept in. We are walking towards our next destination, the famous White Cliff of Dover. From here, we could actually see the cruise ship enter and exit from the port clearly, and a breathtaking view of Dover Castle in the distance. Additionally, it's said that on a clear day, you could actually see France from here, which is just 21 miles across the Strait of Dover. The wind was very fierce at the top, making us feel truly alive. Unfortunately, we couldn't go to the edge of England as it's a 8-mile long walk.
So today we have come to Dover White Cliffs, and it's actually a very beautiful place. It's a must visit. We took a guided tour from Get Your Guide, and first we went to the Dover Castle, and now we have come to the White Cliffs.
Yeah, and I would say the experience has been pretty good. Especially the castle has been really much of steps. So be careful, and they do have accessibility as well if you need the help. But things have been pretty good. Really good thing, and especially the view that we are getting right now. Unfortunately, we are not able to see France or the French coast from here. But if the weather would have been pretty clear, we might have been able to see. And the cliff, you can actually show. Yeah, there you go.
So that's the cliff. So all these are like chalk cliffs, and they say that it's very porous. And look at the beautiful coastline. It was really very rainy and like windy. Now also it's windy. Oh, so that's the way they are going out, na?
And that's the way they go.
There's like a gate.
Yeah.
After soaking in an incredible views of the Dover, it took us roughly 30 minutes for our next destination, the historic city of Canterbury. Canterbury is an ancient town where Romans built part of the Canterbury, including the city walls and other structures. From a long time, the city is famous due to Canterbury Cathedral, which is considered as a pilgrimage site in the medieval age. This cathedral is one of the oldest and the most important Christian structures in England. Our guide took us through the cathedral's rich history, including the infamous murder of Archbishop Thomas Becket in 1170, which was a name repeated and echoed throughout the journey. The cathedral is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the resting place of many saints, archbishops, and royalty. The cathedral holds an extremely significant part of English history and is one of the most beautiful cathedrals we have visited so far. The moment you actually step inside, you are actually greeted by a stunning Gothic architecture, soaring arches, intricate stained glass windows, and a sense of peace that's actually hard to describe. We also took a moment to explore the candle in the Trinity Chapel, which marked the place where Saint Thomas Becket's shrine actually stood once. With our cathedral visit complete, we had some time to explore the Canterbury itself. The town is a beautiful mix of old and new, with historically buildings lining the street and a lively atmosphere filled with cafes and shops. It's actually easy to see why this place has been a center of life in the region for centuries. We've wrapped up our visit with a guided walking tour where we actually learned even more about the town's history, its significance over the years. From Roman times to present day, Canterbury has always been a hub of culture and faith. We booked this incredible day trip through Get Your Guide, and it was actually organized by Anderson Tours. The tour cost us around roughly £125 per person, and we had an amazing experience overall and would really recommend to anyone who wants a hassle-free travel with a transportation. Just a quick note, food isn't included in the trip, so make sure you bring your own or buy something beforehand to keep you fueled throughout the day. So thank you for joining us on this adventure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to stay updated on all our future and existing videos. See you on our next journey.